demonstrator, I'd like you to meet Andrew Kaufman of the Adobe Hotel.
Hey, Kai, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Paul Conterna of Conterna Real Estate.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Good to meet you.
And Gustavo Frank of Los Pollos Hermanos.
How many times will they say I'm the smoothest? Truth is I never not moved this way. My trench coat leather, my shoes are suede. Beg you don't step on my pumas, babe. Walk ages in these trainers, but I ain't tripped when they losing faith. You know I've been tested without a question. Why they on net doing Q&A? She say I'm a son of a gun, but really miss me like she shooting strays. It's cool, it's great, but it's more fun when you use your waist. Made in a manner like Kano, where they able use a moving K. And searching for P's on my P's and Q's, man, step out the queue, you can lose your place. And I seen it, bro, and you see I'm the CEO. Teaching my team how to aim for the head and no waist, on no lead, on no knees and toes. Briefings in the board meetings with the G's them, but they been involved. How you ain't end up on street with bro? Only Jesus knows. But still I make...
No, so I'm taking the head off this, going to Tim Radleys to get ported for more colour. So these ports here, these will be filled in, and the flaps, will be a flap delete on it. But basically, the C is 5 horsepower per cylinder. You get 5 putting these up, so let's see. Got my world's first enemy on the 8Y, so let's see how it does. And obviously it's going to get DAZA cams or BMW cams, but it's producing more power as well, so that's it ready, get ported, let's get stripped.
So we have Stephen's RS3 8Y build going on. It's getting upgraded connecting rods with stock pistons. It's also getting an oil pan spacer from IROZ. It's got the IROZ billet main seal on the car as well. It's getting Tim Radleys ported head. Again, the ported head makes the inlet runners and the exhaust runners a lot smoother. Tim has got a CNC program for the runners. He puts it into a CNC machine, makes everything nice and smooth and bores it out. That improves the volumetric efficiency of the engine, so it does help quite a bit. It also improves spool by around 300 or 400 RPM. These work really, really well. Stephen said that he wanted a really fast street car. He didn't want a drag car or a half-mile car, he wanted a fast street car. So we're setting this engine up to be as responsive as possible, powerful as possible on 99 octane fuel. We will be using the IROZ 750HS turbocharger. This is an iteration of the IROZ hybrid turbochargers, but what they've done on the 750HS is they've revised the compressor housing to be anti-surge. So an issue with the 780HS when you ran it on ethanol and really high boost pressures, that it did used to surge, so the wastegate control wasn't that great. But with the 750HS, they've revised it to obviously give you much better boost control. So yeah, that is one of the benefits of that. It's also getting an Venturi turbo, which is one of the best ones you can put on. It's getting an APR intake. We are going to be fitting a water methanol injection kit. I'm thinking of doing a 1000cc nozzle because, as you know, the 8Y can't be tuned at the moment. So because it can't be tuned, we're going to use meth for additional fueling. We're also using a JB4 tuning box to basically control the hybrid turbocharger. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm hoping to make 600 at the crank. I think that should be possible on 99 octane fuel and 1000 or maybe 1500cc of methanol injection. This build is also getting a DAZA camshaft. Now, everyone always asks what's the difference between a DNWA and what's the difference between a DAZA. The only relative part that's different between the two engines is the exhaust camshaft. Other than that, the engine is the same. There's no the reason why the DAZA sounds like a DAZA is because of the exhaust camshaft. So what we've been doing a lot of R&D on the McLaren side of things. So if you have been following my McLaren R&D, you'll know that we fitted the McLaren Senna camshaft to the 720S, and I was able to see what we gained. These are cars running over 1200, 1300 horsepower, so when you're making power at 1300 horsepower, every 100 horsepower or so is so much more difficult to make compared to when you're building a car for 500 or 600 horsepower. So when we fitted the Senna camshaft, which has got more lift and more duration onto the 720S, we found that the volumetric efficiency of the engine went up. The engine made the same power with a lot less boost, right? So if you compare the DAZA exhaust camshaft to the DNWA exhaust camshaft, the DNWA camshaft has got less lift and less duration than the DAZA camshaft. So if I'm correct, when we put the DAZA camshaft onto this DNW engine, we're going to get more power with less boost. That means the volumetric efficiency of the engine is improved. So it's all about improving the efficiency of the engine to allow the car to make more power. So yeah, we will be putting a DAZA camshaft in this. A lot of people have also asked in the past, I think it's quite popular on the forums, what does a DAZA camshaft do and whatnot. I don't believe it will need, it shouldn't need tuning in. The reason being is because it's got more lift and more duration, the ECU will automatically be able to accommodate for it. There's no lobe for the fuel pump that the camshaft has that the fuel pump needs to run against, so it will just be a drop-in cam, and hopefully we'll see power gains from it. So this is actually a world's first. I've not seen anyone ever talk about the DAZA camshaft before, and I've not seen anyone even talk about what the differences are on the DAZA and the DNWA camshaft. So this will be a mod that we offer on all the 8Ys and all the 8Vs. And yeah, it will also sound different as well, because the exhaust camshaft does change the sound of the car slightly. So really looking forward to hearing what it's going to sound like. It's going to be a great build.
It's truth is I never not moved this way. My trench coat leather, my shoes are suede. Beg you don't step on my pumas, babe. Walk ages in these trainers, but I ain't tripped when they losing faith. You know I've been tested without a question why they on net doing Q&A. She say I'm a son of a gun, but really miss me like she shooting strays. It's cool, it's great, but it's more fun when you use your waist.
Yeah. Right, so this is Iroz's latest offering. Honestly, if you're looking for a fast street car, this is the best turbo on the market. Iroz made this in collaboration with Tile. If you guys don't know who Tile are, Tile have been making wastegates and just related devices for the past 20 or 30 years. This is the anti-surge compressor housing I was talking about. So what that does is it gives us much better boost control. So on the 750HS, the boost control was a little bit erratic, running really high boost levels on ethanol. But this gets rid of that. We will also send the exhaust housing off to Zircotech along with the downpipe for ceramic coating. What we found on the McLarens is it does speed up the exhaust gas velocity ever so slightly, and it keeps the heat inside. It also gives you more flames, which everyone loves flames. So yeah, that's another thing we'll be doing, and yeah, this will couple onto the Venturi. It's so big.
That's what she said.
So yeah, it's in collaboration with Tile and Zona. It's a Zona CHRA. So from my experience over the past 5 years of working on these cars, Zona compressor cores are probably the strongest. They're like bulletproof. You can put them through hell. We've had cars running from 2019, 2020, and the turbos are just solid. You know, we're actually working on getting the Zona cores into a McLaren turbo at the moment as well. That's how good they are, because we're looking to push the McLarens further. So yeah, Zona core, Tile do all the machine work, and the Iroz have basically had it built to their specifications. So with this turbo, you cannot go wrong. It is the best turbo out there for the 8Y platform and the 8V
It's truth,
platform.
cause I never not moved this way. My trench coat leather, my shoes are suede. Beg you don't step on my pumas, babe. Walk ages in these trainers, but I ain't tripped when they losing faith. You know I've been tested without a question why they on net doing Q&A. She say I'm a son of a gun, but really miss me like she shooting strays. It's cool, it's great, but it's more fun when you use your waist. Made in a manner like Kano, where they're able use a moving K. And searching for P's on my P's and Q's, man, step out the queue, you can lose your place. And I seen it, bro, and you see I'm the CEO. Teaching my team how to aim for the head and no waist, on no lead, on no knees and toes. Briefings in the board meetings with the G's them, but they been involved. How you ain't end up on street with bro? Only Jesus knows, but still I'm here counting my...
On the, so this is an RS3 8Y. RS3 is built after 2019. were DNW engines. The RS3 8Y has a DNW engine as well. The main difference between the DNW engine and the DAZA engine is the exhaust camshaft. That's the only relative part of the engine that makes a difference to the power, right? The difference on the camshaft itself is the duration of the camshaft. So this is a DAZA camshaft here, and this is a DNW camshaft. So these are the lobes. Now the differences are minute, as in if you looked and compared them both, you wouldn't be able to see them with your eye. But if you measure the duration of the lobes, there's quite a complex procedure to measure them. Yet you'll be able to see that the DAZA camshaft lobes have more duration than the DNWA ones. What that does is giving more duration on the exhaust camshaft lobe. From all our testing on the McLaren and the Senna camshafts on the McLaren program, more duration on the exhaust cam gives or allows the engine to make more power with less boost, so it improves the volumetric efficiency of the engine. It also maintains the boost splitter up top. One of the reasons why they used shorter lobes on the DNW engines, one big reason was emissions, and that's about it. The DNW engines do spool a tiny bit faster as well than the DAZA ones, but it's a minuscule difference and it's not worth losing the top end power over. So we do recommend putting the DAZA camshafts if you're doing a DNW engine rebuild into your engine. Also, to all my American viewers that are watching this, all the RS3s that you guys have from 8V to 8Y, they all have DAZA cams from factory, so you don't need to do any camshaft changes. You all have the best cams. This only affects UK and European cars that have got DNW engine codes. So yeah, this is the first 8Y that's getting the DAZA cam upgrade. Exhaust camshaft also changes the note of the engine slightly, so it will sound a little bit different. UK viewers, as you all know, the DAZAs and the DNWAs sound ever so slightly different. So this will bring back that DAZA noise to the RS3 too. So looking forward to seeing what it's going to sound like and how it's going to make.
To all the killers and the $100 billers.